Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Journal with Me video. Yes, this is going to be more of our Fabulous Girls weekend. If you didn't know, my daughter and I went on a 4-day weekend together to Savannah, Georgia, and it is so beautiful there. So, we're working on day 2 now. This is a lot of the stuff that I gathered, some that I had printed out, and of course the pictures and all that. Okay. I sort of kind of have prepared and figured out what I wanted to do. So yeah, this was the day before. This was the day we arrived. So I have all of this fun stuff in here, tip-ins and all sorts of things. This is still the first day and this is still the first day. So all of this was on Friday. So now we're on Saturday. Okay, so this is how it originally is going to start out. These are the pages, in the journal. And so what I did was I took one of those like cartoonish, kind of city maps, and it was obviously too big for my page. So I'm going to fold it up like this. And then I glued on a fall napkin, and then we're going to go from there. Okay. So I've tried to work this out a couple different ways because we did a whole lot this day. Okay. Like, I remember waking up to an alarm at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm thinking, that's not my phone. No, it turned out to be my daughter's because my sweet girl, she had literally mapped out our entire vacation of everything she wanted to show me, everywhere she wanted to go, and just everything, right? So, yes, we got an early start. And on this map, we started way up here by by our hotel, which is these smokestacks. It used to be like a power company. And so we literally walked from there all the way down to here, Forsyth Park, which is a gorgeous public park. The town of Savannah has a bunch of these squares, right? They're beautifully, uh, what is it, like landscaped? Oh my gosh, they're just so gorgeous, right? And from here up at our hotel all the way down here to Forsyth Park is some like 30 blocks, I think, if I counted correctly, which means if you just double that, like there and back, 60 blocks. And then, but no, we meandered, we went to a museum, we did all these different things. Yeah. So what I decided to do, at first I was just going to glue this in and make this a pocket over here, and then I thought, and then put stuff on here, and then I thought, this is going to fold down. Then I thought, I might have more to say, so I'm going to make it a pocket over here, and then there's also going to be a pocket over here. So let's see how or if this works out. Okay. Oh, so how are y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. All right. We're going to put this here like so. I already had placed it here, put a crease in the center, so I know. I do believe with this, I'm only going to have to glue the two sides because this is like in the center. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I will glue it down there. Okay, let's just try it and see, shall we? All right. This trip was so fun. It wore us both out. I think we need another vacation. But it was so nice to spend time with my girl, just the two of us, and we just love each other's company. So, all the way up to the crease there. My hands are shaky because I have not eaten breakfast yet. I just went out to tell my husband that I was going to be filming. He was like, "Oh, don't you want something to eat?" I said, "Nope. Let me film first, and then I will eat." Okay, so I'm not really quite sure what I'm actually going to put in this pocket yet, so we shall see. All right. Okay, let's try to do this. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing, actually. All right, let's go like this. Oh, no, I just stuck my... This is difficult. Just saying. All right, we're going to do it down here like so. All right. And then we're just going to kind of lay it in there. All right, there we go. So that wasn't as hard as it could have been, right? Okay, so now we have a pocket there. All right. And then I think I'm just gonna do the tops of this one here. Again, I'm not even really sure what I'm gonna put in these pockets. However, um, yeah, I just want the space there in case, right? Just in case. If I don't, if I don't use the pocket or end up using the pocket, it's really not that big of a deal. Okay. Now we have this. We did go to the Prohibition Museum. It was really cool. And then not your typical dry museum, because afterwards I backed this with some dyed composition paper. And yeah, at the end of it, they had a speakeasy. So it was really super cute. Really cute. So with this, I'm going to tack this in here. And I think you guys have seen this. I did get some fall, I hope you can see it with the glare. Yeah, some fall washi tape because this girl had none. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes, huh? All right. Okay, just eyeballing it. And then I am going to put glue on it just so it appears to be fairly sticky, but you know how it goes with washi tape. So we'll go ahead and put a little bit of glue on it just to make sure that it stays where it is supposed to. Okay, I'm going to scooch this up a bit so I can see what I'm doing, sort of, and hope that I'm getting this on here rather evenly. I mean, it doesn't have to be like super, super duper, you know? Okay. We're going to put this right on the side here. There we go. That's cute. And it doesn't impede the folding of the journal, which is good. That's always good. Okay, now where'd the tape go? Here it is. Okay. And I, of course, collected along with pictures, I collected a whole bunch of stuff, to put in the journal. And of course, my daughter, is always like, oh, here, like she would pick up business cards for me or whatever, if I didn't see it first. So she was like, oh, here, you want this? Here, you want this? This is really cute. I think it has like little hedgehogs on it. How adorbs. All right, so we shall put this. It's kind of hard to see. Anyway, doesn't matter. All right, there we go. So there's that. This is going to go like this. Okay, now obviously you have to open this to get to this, right? All right. Okay, now let us see what's going to happen. Okay, so in the morning, my daughter, I've already taped this up. My daughter was so sweet. So I was, we got up super early. So that's going to go there. And yeah, she was she was messing with the coffee maker. And I'm like, "Oh, is that for you?" And she's like, "No, I'm making you coffee." She's such a doll. Oh my gosh. Such a doll. And so yes, I had my coffee. She doesn't drink well, she tries not to drink too much coffee because it affects her negatively. So anywho, all right. And then, like I said, like she had planned out like everything to the last detail. So we were heading into town from our hotel this morning, and I think there's a place that we went to. What's it called? It's here somewhere. Oh dear me. What did I do with it? All right, we'll find it. Oh, here it is. Collins Quarter. Okay, Cafe Collins Quarter at Forsyth. That's the park that we went to. They have a little cafe there, and it was super nice. And we had a lovely breakfast. I had avocado toast, and she had, I don't even know, something with mushrooms and oh my gosh, yeah, it looked delicious, and tomatoes and yummy. We both got matcha tea, which I had mine cold, she had hers hot, and it was very good. Okay. So hopefully this will go on here straightish. All right, good enough. All right, there we go. Now, in here, I've already made this. This is a notepad. I cut the sides off um, to make it thinner so it would fit. And this is going to go right in here like so. Okay, now I do know, obviously it's too tall. We'll figure that out. And then this is going to actually open up this way, which, that's fine. Okay, so this, let's see, we're going to fold it about there. Okay. So we're going to fold this up so it'll fit in there, right? And then this is going to go, well, I thought it was going to go. It's going to go. It's fine, just like that. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it's going to go like that. And then one of the things I do need to do before I forget is put whatever. I think I'll put this here, or it can go right there. Yes, we're going to do that. So let's just do that real fast while we're yakking about it. Yeah, it was a really cute place, and like we got there just in time. And there, like when we first started out, right, I was like, where is this place? She's like, oh, it's just down here. And I said, okay. And then there we go. That looks nice. Then we started walking, and I said, oh, is it right down at the end of the block where all those people are standing around? And she said, yes. She said, or they have another one at Forsyth Park that's kind of far. And I was like, well, how far is it? I don't know. It's just down this way. And I'm like, oh, no, we're fine. We'll be fine. So little did I know it was about 20 blocks. But anyway, we got there. It was very yummy. Um, then after that, so let me just see. After that, my daughter and I both then we ended up not feeling well. Like we had overdone it walking 30 blocks, right? And so, not to worry, we survived the day. But uh, it was not easy, let me tell you. Okay, so here are some pictures here that I have that, let me see, how am I going to do this? All right, let's go this way. Yeah, so anyway, so we got there, it was all good. And then they have that. Here's the thing with Savannah, just so you know, in case you ever go. They do not have very many public bathrooms, okay, which is a shame, you know. And then the places that do have restrooms, of course, stores, restaurant, whatever, then you're obviously obliged to purchase something, right? So, I don't know if this is going to fit on here. I don't know. Thinking. I could just take off those other borders or whatever. But this was the restaurant area, so beautiful among the live oaks and everything, which are such beautiful trees. And then this was our breakfast. So, let me see. Okay, it won't fit on the fold, which is fine. It's no big deal. No big deal. All right, we're going to just cut some off the side. Again, I say no big deal. All right, so there. And anyway, so like after we ate, they did have a public restroom, because it is a public park, and so that was nice. But we get there and there was like a long line. So we were like, oh no. Okay, I think I'm just gonna tape this right on here like this. Um, yeah, so we waited in line. Of course, like that particular day, they were having like some kind of event in the park. Let me just move this down a little. Yeah, some kind of event in the park. So, of course. Anyway, we did that. And then we started, we were going to meander our way back. There were a couple places my daughter wanted to stop off, the Prohibition Museum being one of them. And yeah, so we started meandering back. The nice part, like I said, is because there are all of these squares, you can walk a few blocks and then like sit down in the park and take a rest, so that was nice. So we started meandering our way back to, the hotel ish, we were just heading that direction. Okay, that's what I should say. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I have to use the bathroom really bad. Like I had to go pee. All right, sorry. TMI, I'm sure. But I was like, oh my gosh, like and I don't even know how long it had been, since we had breakfast and stuff. I was like, babe, we gotta find a restroom here. And so she was like, all right. She said, even if we have to, like we'll go into like a restaurant and order a drink or something. So I was like, okay. So we found our way to a restaurant. And like I said, there are very few public restrooms, right? So if you go into some place, like, and a lot of the places like the stores and stuff, it'll say like right on the window, no public restrooms. And then you're just like screwed, basically. So I was like, babe, we got to find a restroom. So we found this. It's so cute. It's called Trailer Park Restaurant. And so she was like, it's fine. We'll go in there, we'll get something to drink. And, because it was especially, well, in the morning, it was like 55 degrees or something. So it was beautiful. I mean, absolutely gorgeous weather. But then by the time, like, you've been walking 20 blocks, it gets a little warm. And so, yeah. So we, oh my gosh. Yeah. So anyway, we had to stop off at the trailer park to get a drink. And then the young gal, let's see if this will fit in here now. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Then the young gal, like we go in there, we're like, yeah, we just, or, we ordered drinks, and then she says she came back and she was like, okay, can I take your order? And we were like, no, we're just going to have drinks. And so she was like, oh, that's fine. So we had drinks, believe it or not, used the restroom before we left again. And then, oh, I said, oh, can we just have the check, please? She's like, oh, no, that's fine. And I was like, what? She's like, no, no, it's okay. And I was just, I mean, how sweet, right? Yeah. So it was very, very nice of her to treat us to our drinks. I'm going to put this right here simply because it looks nice there. And this was, let me see, where was this? Oh, this was at Forsyth Park. In the very background, you can see the fountain, which was not working at the time, but that's okay. It's beautiful nonetheless. It was like closed for repairs, I'm guessing. So anyway, yeah. So there was that. And then then we were like on the hunt for, restrooms that we could go visit, which is common for me and my daughter, because let me tell you, because of our shared illness, we have to drink a ton of water. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. I think I'm going to put this right there. That looks pretty, huh? So that was us at Forsyth. So there's that. And then this was just another pretty picture of you know, one of the squares walking around. Okay, let me see where I'm going to put that. Okay, so here it's going to be about our breakfast and whatnot. And then I think here I'll just put trailer park restaurant, and then I'll just put this, you know, somewhere. Okay. Um, yeah, but of course, like we spent some time at Forsyth Park, just, you know, people watching and stuff. And because my sweet daughter was not feeling well after breakfast. And yeah, so it was fine. You know, she was fine. She just needed a little rest. And then we were walking, and then I started to not feel well. I'm like, what is happening? But like I said, with the illness that we both have, it's just like, ugh, like, you know, like your mind says you want to do all this stuff, and then your body's like, no, not today, you know. But I think we did pretty good. You know, I think we did pretty good. I think at the end of the day, we walked some 7.2 miles or something, like over 15,000 steps, which I don't probably even do that in 2 weeks' time. But anyway, but we had fun together, and that's all that matters. Okay. So I'll talk about the trailer park there, and I'll talk about our breakfast there, and it was very, very nice. Okay, so there's that part. Here's the Prohibition Museum. Now, let me see what else we have here. Okay, these are pictures as we were walking around town, right? These. This is not the picture that I'm thinking of. Maybe I already okay, this was actually okay. Now I'm back on target. Okay, this right here is so cute. I forget what it's called now. Oh, Parker's Market, Fancy Parker's Market, I think. So I don't know. I think they're nationwide, maybe, but it's actually a gas station. So we were walking up to it. I didn't realize it because my daughter was like, "Oh, let's go in here. It's really cute." And so we walked up, and I'm like walking, you know, right around here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a gas station. So we go in, but it was, and we took a picture right here in the gas station, and it was just so pretty. And then this was the rest of our walk. So, like some of the rest of our walk. I mean, is it not beautiful or what? This was inside somebody's private courtyard. They have these beautiful courtyards in between the buildings and stuff, sort of like, I guess, a suburban like backyard, right? And then this was the front of the one of the homes. Oh my gosh. If you haven't been, it is gorgeous there. Okay, just simply gorgeous. All right. So let's see how we can do this, because I'm just not sure. Okay. All right, I guess we'll cut these out individually. All right, sorry, I did not cut these out ahead of time. And the reason being is because, like the other one that I just put on, like sometimes if it's like a strip like this, or it has 4 pictures on it or whatever, I like to keep it this size, you know? Otherwise, I cut them out individually, or like the one that I just did for the restaurant, I, you know, kept 2 side by side. So, yep. It just all depends. And I don't know until I'm actually, you know, doing the page, you know. So sorry about that. And if you want to see um, the beginning of our trip, it's in, hmm, well, it's in the Journal with Me playlist, but yeah, it's just a few more before this one, I think. So, yeah. I'm trying to get it all done because this, and I don't have a separate trip journal. Okay. So I should have probably said that from the get go. But yeah, we don't have a, this is just my general October book, right? Okay. So this, hang on a second. This was in here, and this is going on here. So let me put that up there. And then this was just on our walk. So let's open this up. Oh gosh, I almost freaked myself out because I forgot about this whole thing. Okay. So see, we could actually put these along in here, right? And just have them flip, right? There's going to be a pocket in here. Now, what was I thinking? Oh yeah. And then we have this, which I'm wondering, okay. All right, let's see here how we can do this now. All right. I'm going to see what will work. Let us go this way and cut this off right at the end and see if that will work. No, it won't. Because here's the deal, okay? I didn't think this out really all too well. All right, I might be able to do that. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to cut this off this way. Okay, now let's see if that will work. Because it says a walk down memory lane, and that's what we were doing. We were walking, and it was a lot of fun. Okay, so let us see here. We'll have to figure out a different thing for that. All right. I want to corner round this. I really need to find a corner rounder that I like. This, I'm not a huge fan of. I like bigger corners, right? And this one here, I've had it for years. In fact, it was my girlfriend's, but it's not very sharp at all. So yeah, I'll have to figure something out at some point. Okay, so this is going to go here. Yep, we're just going to stick it on here. Quit talking about it, you know? All right. Then we'll figure it out from there. Yeah. Such a fun trip. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes. And one of y'all put that you like Gatlinburg. And my daughter and I, on the way home, we were talking about that very thing where she was like, oh, we need to go to Gatlinburg next. Because we also very much enjoy Gatlinburg. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this out down here. Let's see here how we can do this so that because this is a pocket C, so we're going to have to be careful. All right, no biggie. Okay, first I'm going to put some tape. And excuse me while I hold my breath. There's not a whole lot of room here, so go like that and hope there's a wrinkle, but that's okay. And hope that okay, good. It did not impede the thing. Okay, now we'll just use this, I think. Or, I mean, if we have 12, why not, you know? Why not see what other ones we can use? I'll put these trees because that's super cute. All right, we'll just kind of eyeball it. We're going to put a little bit of glue on it. I do very much enjoy doing these pages that are very interactive and, you know, that just have so much going on. I really do enjoy that. I really do. All right. I'm trying to put this on kind of straight-ish. What's happening here? Okay, that's good enough for me. All right, there we go. And where did that one just go? Oh, and I can put a little bit of this on. I don't even think, I'm just gonna put it like so. Let me scooch it over a little bit. There we go, like right on the edge there. All right, there we go. Okay, so that opens there. And then here's our picture right here. I don't want to cover that up, but I will put it right in there. And then I'll write about it over here. So yeah, it was, and I mean, you know, you're probably thinking it's a gas station, Elizabeth. Yes, but it was so beautiful. They had like all this really cool stuff in there. I mean, not to mention food, you know. My daughter was like, "Oh my goodness, if I ever, you know, like wanted to do a charcuterie board, I would definitely come to one of these." And like I said, I think they're nationwide. I'm not sure. I don't know if they're all cute like this one, but okay. But super cute nonetheless. Okay. So there's that. Let's make sure this goes up here like this. Yes. Okay. Now, what to do with these? What to do with these? Um, hmm. I could actually, it doesn't really make a difference, but you know what? I'm going to tip that in right there because why not? Right? Why not? I look like a mouse in this thing. Like I just found some cheese. I don't know. This is one of the reasons I dislike taking or having photos of me taken. But I love, of course, that my daughter was the photographer and she took care of all that stuff. Okay, so there's that because this was on our walk. And then, you know what? I might just do this like I did before. I'll stick these two together, and then I'll just tip them in. Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. So lots of ideas, you know, to do when you know, when you collect stuff, there are just so many different ways you can, you know, put them into your journal and all of that. Because I did not want to do a separate journal just for our trip because of course I was going to be journaling about it in my regular journal. So I didn't want to do double duty. You know what I mean? Like this is fine for me. Well, let's see if that went on correctly. Sort of. I can just squeeze it and move it a little bit and it'll be fine. Okay. So there's that. And then I'll put it in again with some tape here. So we're just going to go like this and tape it in. And I use clear tape because it's obviously it's see-through, right? And yes, while I am I love washi tape, you know, and it's so cute and pretty. If I used washi tape, then it would take away some of the side, right? Okay, so this is us on our walk around town, stop off at the gas station. Okay, in here is that picture of us. Okay, what else? We had so many other things that we did. Okay. Um, I'm going to have to make some sort of tag for here or the other side because one of the things we did was we went to a wine tasting at the Georgia Tasting Room. Oh man, my back hurts. And it was so fun because you get a wine tasting, you get to taste 5 separate wines from all over like the South region. And for $3. Like, are you kidding me? I think it was $3. I could have sworn. I'm pretty sure it was $3. Yeah. So for 6 of us, I mean, for not 6 of us, for the 2 of us, it was $6, right? Who, I mean, it's a bargain we couldn't pass up. All right. So this needs to go there somewheres. Okay. On here, let us see. We had our little bands, right? Because I told you guys, well, it's not only that, I told you guys in Savannah, they are super, super serious about their drinking age, right? In, I'm going to just staple that, I do believe. Um, Let me find my staple. It's my stapler. Yeah, in the US, drinking age, I'm going to put this up a little bit so there's just like a little bit of a tab. There we go. Yeah, it's 21 and they are super serious about it. Probably because like I told you before, the town of Savannah, city, whatever it is, county, I don't know. Savannah is an open drink policy or something, like not policy, but it's like you open container is completely legal in Savannah. Okay. So yeah. All right. Now that's gonna go like that. Now in here, this is gonna have to go somewhere, and I'm not really sure where yet. So we're gonna wait on that one. This right here, we went to this place called the Paris Market, super pretty. And we also, my daughter took a picture of that as well. And so she, let me tell you, she wanted to document everything. And then this right here, I'm going to keep together because the Prohibition Museum had a speakeasy in it. So cool. I've never been to one. My daughter, I swear, she finds all these, not that this place was like off the grid or anything, but um she does enjoy going to different places. Or I remember she told us about this place in Miami and we all went years ago, and it was like this, I don't even know, it's not like secret, but it was this restaurant and it was so delicious, and it's in the back of a gas station. she just she let me tell you, when she wants to go on vacation, she finds so many cool places to go and so many things to see, and it's just beautiful. It's just really fun, and I love that she loves doing that. Like, she could be a travel agent, right? I love that she loves doing that kind of thing. And, it was just super special for me too. Okay, now these two I am, because I'm going to cut those. Because, can I just tell you? Okay, this goes in here. So I am going, and this was called the Paris Market pencil. Okay. Um, all right. I hope that marked it. Yes, it did. Okay. Now, hopefully should work. All right. It should work. Let's see. Ouch. Let's see if it does. That just really smarted. All right. We're going to go like that. Oh, that's not even, but that's okay. No big deal. All right. We're going to go like this. We're making a little pocket out of this business card. I guess she had gone in here with her boyfriend when they were here a while back. So she was like, "Oh, Mom, we should go in here. It's so pretty." And it was. It was very, very pretty. I just want to make sure that it's not. Okay. That's all right. Okay, there we go. We're going to just hold this for a second. See? And then this can go right in there. Cute, huh? All right. Now, this here is, look at those plants. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh, the landscaping in this city is so gorgeous. And I don't know how their taxes are, but their landscaping is beautiful. Anyway, these plants right here, they're called tractor seats. And I saw them at a nursery here a while back when I went with my kids, and they are so beautiful, right? They tend to grow, however, in the shade. And at my house, there is no shade. So Yeah, maybe one of these days. I don't know, but they're so beautiful. So my daughter took a picture of them for me. And so maybe I will put it here and then write about it here. Sure, why not? All right. So now for the speakeasy is going to be written about over here, right? Yeah, over here. Let me scooch this over some. Um, and what I might do, and I won't make you guys suffer on camera, but what I might do is in my own lettering, write speakeasy up here, and then I'll show you what I'll do. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I love doing this so much. So much. All right. So I love these. She was so sweet to take a picture for me. She was like, "Oh, I'll take a picture." I said, "Sure." There we go. They're beautiful. There's the little Paris market. That was so much fun. Here's the speakeasy. Now I am actually going to tip this in on this side. Okay. Um, let me see. We shall tip it in on this side with regular tape. Now, you know what I'm going to have to do? I hope um, I'm not. Okay. Sorry. I just keep looking at my microphone because, again, it's on my person. All right. Let's do this. This was so much fun. And now, neither one of my daughter or nor myself are, like big drinkers, I guess. Um, but we did enjoy this very much. Of course, we had wine tasting, we had mead tasting, we had all kinds of tastings. But you know what? That's the fun of it because you do things, on vacation that you wouldn't normally do at home, right? That's the fun of vacation. So here we had, I'll have to look up my drink, like I can't even remember it, but I will attempt to look up my drink online and then no, I want to use a different one. Um, I'll use this one. Yeah. And then I'll put what it was, here or whatever. But like I said, I'll probably do speakeasy or something in my own writing. It can even go clear across here. It'll just have to bend. No big deal. Yeah. And then I'll be able to, you know, write what I drink. Now, I do like to cover a little tip for you. When I am using scotch tape, right? I use it like to hold the placement, first of all. But second of course, when it's on this side, you can see through it and see your pictures. So on this side, if you choose to use washi tape, I do on this side like to use washi tape as well, because if you have just the scotch tape and it runs over here into your writing space, it'll irritate you when you get over there. You cannot see the tape if you're anything like me, and then you write on it and it doesn't write on it. So I put this here so I know now I have all this space to write in. I hope that makes sense. All right. Now, with this here, right? So after this, I think it was after the speakeasy, we went walking and we went to the Georgia tasting room. And like I said, we had 5 choices. Like they give you this menu thing of all the different wines and like what they taste like, if you like dry, if you like, sweet, whatever. You get like a, what's that called? Like a whiteboard, thing, and you mark it, a whiteboard pen, you mark it, and then they give you the wine tasting. Yeah. So it was super nice. It was super fun. All right, let me see here because I do have a little bucket o things. Um See, like this here. I don't know if that'll work or not, but see, I could put this here and then put my pictures on somehow. I don't know. I'm not really sure. So we are going to, I could have sworn I had a paper clip around here somewhere, but I don't. All right. We're going to go like this. And then we're going to go like this. And we will reserve it for later. Yeah. Okay. Now, the only other thing, I'm going to put this on here too. So that was pretty much our day, right? And um by the end of it, let me tell you, we were bushed, okay? So we went when we went back to the hotel, let me scooch this over some more. When we went back to the hotel, um my daughter, I think she might have, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we got back to the hotel, we rested for a little bit, and then we went along the riverside again up here. We went to a place called Huey's, and it was like a southern, like Louisiana type food, super cute, right on the river. I don't think we have any pictures of it though. I don't know. I'll have to ask my daughter. Anyway, really yummy. And we had just a bunch of appetizers, and it was so delicious. Like we had fried okra, we had barbecued shrimp, we had fried green tomatoes. She had a bowl of grits. I had a bowl of pinto beans. Oh my gosh, it was so yummy. And then the night still wasn't over. Then after dinner, we were going to go. She had booked, which I feel really bad about, but she had booked a haunted tour pub crawl, right? And I think I've told you guys this before, but the both of us, like, we started the pub crawl, right? We went to the bar. I got a drink and we shared it. And as we were walking to the next location, I think there were like four locations in all, but we got to like, we didn't even get to the second destination, right? And my daughter was just not looking good. I was like, babe, we need to go, right? So yeah, we were both just tuckered out. It was had been a very tiring but beautiful bonding day. And we had so much fun. I mean, look at all the stuff we did. So yeah, it was a no wonder we were tired. So, yeah, we went back to the hotel. I think I said, let's just go back to the hotel. We'll just cuddle up in bed and we'll watch a movie together. And I don't even think we did that. I really don't. I don't think we watched a movie that night. We were both so just tired. And so, anyway, that was our second day. Now, you know what I need to do? I still need to put the day and date. Oh my gosh. This was like so much fun. Like highlight of my year, right? All right. These are the days so far that I'm missing. 7th, 8th, 12th, and 15th. Oy. Okay. What was this day? Where did I put it? Oh my heavens to Betsy. It's here somewhere. There it is, the 17th. Okay, so this was Saturday the 18th. These here are they were a gift and happy mail, but they are actually from Rebecca Hoot. They are Rebecca Hoot's designs. So just so you know. All right, they're so adorable. So this, I pretty much got away with, well, I added stuff, but, we'll put this down here like so. So cute. All right, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, there we go. And there's my beautiful girl. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so here we have the speakeasy, we have the Paris market, we went to breakfast, the trailer park where we had to get a drink and go to the bathroom. And then this little gas station thing, me looking like a mouse wanting cheese. Yeah. And this is just on our walk. So there you have it. My goodness, there's a lot going on that layout, huh? And then, well, I still have this pocket here for Huey's, or no, actually, I still have this pocket for uh the wine tasting, and then I have this pocket over here for Huey's if I wanted to. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, that was so fun. So much fun. And then the next day was just as packed, right? So, hopefully, I'll bring you guys along for that. I hope you enjoyed this, the part deux of my our Fabulous Girls weekend, right? Documenting all of that. I can't wait to get in here and do the written part. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope that gave you some ideas on different things you can add to your journal, where you can place certain things, how you can use these crazy maps. Yeah, and just different stuff, food packaging, pictures, brochures, business cards, city maps, this one here. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll have to put a little tag or something on here. Anywho, I will thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Um, time time is a precious thing, guys. It's precious, and I understand that completely. So I so appreciate that y'all choose to spend your time with me. Um, yes, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful week. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the like, the hype, the share, the all that jazz, right? And yeah, I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.